Hey, after y'all camp, I want to get y'all pages. Don't watch this brother videos. I like to watch y'all too. So Salawam, y'all some island. We're like talking to mama was getting out of the south side down for about the great. First things first, head to the east, with my first glory too. Yeah, our ship, yeah, shot, our ship, rock his eyes. Federal equal time, spend as the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Double minds, apostle, elders, great millstone. Shalom, to sister brothers like this truth. Shalom, to brothers and sisters that's listening. You said they some of the food. Shalom. The word of the day, Yahshua. You know, the word is out. The word is going out. It's going to hit all four corners, north, south, east, and west. And how y'all been trying to set this up? You know, he's going to preserve his whole select. He's going to preserve his word. The word is going forth. It's out in the open. Now, even though the word is out in the open, those on the uniforms, the internet, on the highway and hedges, only a select few souls are going to hear the word, understand it, and come into the fold. And come into the house. Only a few souls. If you be out here week in, week out, and only a few people, you know, even enticed to hear the word, and even less than that, only a few can understand it. You got a lot of people read the Bible, and they want to read it in face value, not understanding that y'all shot talking parable, which goes in the riddle. Because, you know, he only wants to get the whole select. He only wants the ones that have wisdom, spiritual wisdom. He wants the wise of the nation to come in. He's not talking to every fool, every Keisha, Spooky, and Ray Ray. The Lord ain't dealing with them like that. You know, he wants the ones that have a spiritual mindset, the ones that have faith. That's who y'all try talking to. And a part of that, when you have the Holy Spirit, it helps you be able to understand the Bible. It's full of parables. You got to untwist it to know the mystery. You can't just read it at face value. You know, he's going to throw you off. Start out, it's Isaiah 28:9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So it's a correct doctrine that goes out, man. And that is the apostle elder great millstone. That doctrine going out, the like-minded brothers. That's the true doctrine right there. You got a lot of different doctrines in the nation, you know, of Israel. You got IUIC, you got a lot of camps. Everybody ain't got the truth. He said, who shall teach knowledge? The ones that got the Holy Spirit is going to be made plain unto them. Plus, the spirit of discernment is going to be in the whole flesh. A lot of us came in to teach our defense group. And we navigated great millstone as we continued in this group. You know, you hear these little teacher defense groups, but then they say other little stuff like, man, that dude sound like an agent, man. Something ain't right, man. I got to move around. You know, then you hear like Apostle Elder Great Millstone, like you hear that sincerity. You hear that truth, you know, it's solid. It's like, yeah, okay, this about it. And it said, wean from the milk. You know, you start out with milk scriptures, little basic scriptures, like Deuteronomy 28, the curses. Like, first, you got to get made personal to you. You understand the little thing. Or you make it up to the big things, like a child. You know, don't no child just come out the womb, eat bread, eat steak, eat, hard food. They start off with the milk. And as they get older, grow some teeth, then they get to the hard food, man. It's like us in this truth, man, the believers, man. We all started out with milk, man. The basic, scriptures, they built the foundation on our understanding of the word. And he said, are drawn from the breast, man. Like in your natural state, the woman, she breastfeeds her child. That's that milk right there. It gets it from the mother. And wisdom is compared to a woman. Because that's like, it's the same thing, man, like a baby, what I said earlier. You start out, go to the teeth, get in the milk, and you get older, walk, then you get to the food. And there go 10. Because here go the mystery right here. There go 10. The Lord trying to tell you how to read the Bible right here. And it says, for precept must be called precept. The precept go precept, line upon line, and then here it goes. Here a little, and there a little. So when he said here a little, there a little, it's talking about you might read something in Genesis might not make sense, but then when you get all the way to back to Revelation, y'all try to show something to open up what he's talking about way back in Genesis. That's the here a little, there a little. You might read something in this one book, so open up, this means this, And then you go back to the Old Testament in this book, and now that vision to open up to you, now you know what the Lord is talking about. When he talks about animal characteristics, we're compared to sheep, for an example. You got a lot of people I read, like, they read that scripture, Yahushua told the disciples, if you let me feed my sheep, the simple Jake be like, hey, man, where's Yahushua so I can feed the sheep? Thinking of the animal and whatnot. Don't know that's talking about the believer. When he said feed, he's talking about feeding you with his word. So that's a mystery right there. Esau can't break that down because the word wasn't given to him. And a carnal Jake ain't going to be able to get that because they look at everything as face value. They don't really think. I know 2/3, they're like, they want to be presented to them. They don't want to study. They don't want to think. They're not critical thinkers. So they can't understand those visions. That shows the Lord didn't gift them with their capability because he's not dealing with that dude on this side of this time. The Lord wants the ones that can see through, the truth say, blessed be your eyes for they see. He wants the ones that can see the scriptures, read it, break it down, and really know what the Lord's talking about compared to what's going on in the world. That's what measure the time diligently. You got to measure these prophecies. Going back to what the Hodges read in the first precept with Isaiah 28:9, when it said those that are waiting for the milk. All right. So one of the first things you got to do is pretty much you gotta be renewed in your mind. All right. And so pretty much summarizing Romans chapter 12. All right, Romans chapter 12, the whole chapter, it says the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, must move us to please Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So that's the first thing you got to do. You got to be willing to please the Lord with the name of Yahweh, and the only God son Yahushua. All right. So by pleasing him, you got to come out of the world. Okay. So this is Romans chapter 12, verse 1, and it says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. Okay, so this is what we're doing right here. We're presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice. We're showing you an example. All right, and he says holy, right? Holy means separate. Okay, you got to your mind, your actions, your whole lifestyle got to be governed according to the scripture. That's how you be separated from the world. All right. And it says, this is your reasonable service. All right, in verse 12, and it says, and be not conformed to this world. All right? They're going back to the very first verse. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. All right, that's it. Everything that you were taught in this world, you got to disregard that. Okay? Everything that you taught about the words of Yahweh, you got to disregard it. You got to become newborn babies again. Okay, we're going back to the first precept that I brought out. Those who are weaned from the milk. Okay, you got to become a babe and start drinking milk again. And ultimately, the milk is pretty much his word. All right, and we know, and it said, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove that what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Yahushua. Okay, so everything that you were taught that one please Yahweh Yahushua in the world, it really doesn't please him. So you got to come back to the scriptures and come back to the word, right? And so the first, go get another scripture that to top that off, right? So this First Peter chapter 2, verse 2. And it says, as newborn babe. All right, so once you become renewed in your mind, you become a newborn babe. Okay? And then it said, desire the secure milk of the word. All right, going back to the faith. All right. Study to show ourselves approved. All of those the curses in Deuteronomy. Those are the secure milk of the word. Okay, and it said that you may grow thereby. Okay, so you got to come out of the world, then reform yourself, regovern yourself to the words of Yahweh, and then you grow from there. Yeah. Perfect example I'm going to use some of the mystery. I'm going to go to, for example, I'm going to go to Jeremiah 6:2. And you read that, it says, I have wanted the daughter of Zion to call me a delicate woman. Now, we read that Jeremiah 6:2, that's a very important precept right there. You got to lock it in your mind. Because the Most High told you right there that he compared Zion, to a commonly delicate woman. Commonly delicate means she's feminine and beautiful. That's what all men really desire in a woman. They let you know that the Lord, he telling you right there that he loved Israel. He loved Yahshua. You look at the characteristics he gave to the nation. He saw us commonly and delicate, man. Beautiful and feminine. Every man, hey, if a man got a beautiful feminine woman, hey, he'll put his life on the line to protect that woman, right? Especially if he's serving that man. So the Lord right there compared us, our nation, to a woman. So when you go to Revelation, that was the Jeremiah's Old Testament. You go to New Testament, so you go to Revelation 12 and 13. Now read this. Because we just read what we read in Jeremiah 62. Now check this out, y'all. This Revelation 12 and 13. And when the dragon saw that it was cast up to earth, he prosecuted the woman which brought forth the man child. So when you read that scripture, you gotta think in your head like, who is that woman that this dragon about to persecute? Who is that? That's a mystery. But we opened it up with Jeremiah 62. That woman is talking about the nation of Israel. And it's like 4 clues to let you know that it said she bring forth the man child. Who's the man child? The man child is Yahushua. Yahushua came out of what nation? He came out of the nation of Israel, Yahshua Allah. That's why that devil mad. Because we'll get our victory through Yahushua. Because the nation of Israel gave birth to the Yahushua. That's the Savior. So that's why the devil mad. He'll come down with great wrath. Because he's been what? Cast down to the earth. That means he done lost rulership. You can see that with Esau right now. Esau done lost everything, man. His economy is corrupted. His seed is spoiled. They're on drugs. The Alphabet agenda has really wrecked them completely. They done did a number on Jacob. But it's worse on Esau because he ain't got the birthright. So they already have a birth problem. Jake ain't got that problem. Still got a lot of straight men and women that's out here getting it in. Even the fruities will sometimes go back and best the opposite sex and get pregnant. I don't think we just studs have a baby. They're like, God dang, we dressed Jake head up and they still procreate. Esau can't do that. Esau got to go to the clinic, get all kinds of stuff pumped in her, and then everybody just had to go get surgery. She still can't, womb ain't fruitful. So that's why that dragon mad, man. That dragon lost power. Yahushua coming. You see how talented that woman is? You see that woman is comely and delicate. And that woman means something to Yahushua. So the devil mad. So he's going to prosecute the woman. He's like, because of Israel, because of Yahshua, I'm about to lose my kingdom. So I'm going to take my military on it, man. They dragon represent a ferocious beast. It ain't like an actual dragon. The dragon represents about Esau. They're talking about his governmental system. The government. The system that's in place. That's why we always call it the beast system. That beast, man, the dragon right there, man. So he mad at that woman. So you gotta understand that you read it. Like you read that being simple, you like the woman, then you don't even know who the woman is. They just run to that and then the beast will go right over their head. Right? So this is Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14. And it said, for it is evident our Lord bring out of Judah with Moses spake. Let's read that again. It said, for it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. And it says, it is yet far more evident for the after of the similitude of Melchizedek, there arises another priest. And that's talking about Yahushua right there. That's what we're telling you right now. All right. So just like the object described earlier, what we described in Jeremiah, and then he went to Revelation, and you go to Hebrew, and then it talk about Yahushua, who was sprang out of Judah. All right, which goes back to that commonly and delicate woman who brought forth that man child. Okay, and then you can actually go into Matthew the first chapter, who goes break down the whole genealogy. Right, which ultimately goes back to the children of Israel, the whole tribe that actually brought forth that man child. I'm break down verse 14.
Yeah, I knew something was about to fall, man. I felt that breeze coming like, here we go.
sorry, I paid attention. Having the blue over. Oh, it was the devil, man. Y'all was bringing it out. Yeah. And I seen it coming too, man. I felt the breeze. I should have kind of moved a little bit quicker. I seen it coming. I was like, oh shoot, let me grab some cameras. It's about to blow. I'm disrupt and ready for this next verse about to come out. Right with y'all, Charlie. One minute, real windy out here. Yeah, we good, we good. Waiting to blew our cameras over. It's windy down here, y'all, Charlotte. Back. Charlie, doing it in. We have to drop that weight. I know wind. Back. Back. Yeah. Okay. But to bring this out next, y'all, Charlotte, Revelation 12:14. Talking about that woman in Israel. And to the woman were given two wings of the great eagle, that she might flee into the wilderness to her place, which she endured for a time and a half, and time from the face of the serpent. Woo, that's big right there. And see, normal they can read that and think like she actually got wings and flew away. They'll read that at face value and understand that when the Lord said we're giving her two wings of a great eagle, it's basically going that she's gonna go into slavery, man. She's gonna get spread it out. She's gonna fly away. Because we was all in one little area, so Esau could drop a nuke or a bomb or something to destroy all of them. Right now, Yashral is spread all out, all out. The devil can't really pinpoint, every little Israelite, see where they at, and try to get us all at one time, because we all spread it out. So they got the devil frustrated. That's another reason why he looks like, God dang, like, you got Jake's over here, Jake's over there. I got to fight these other heathens. Like, so he's frustrated. He's like, Yashral is coming out the woodwork. So when it said that wings were giving her like a great eagle that she might fly to the wilderness, that means we got cast out of Israel, man. We're in the wilderness, man. We over here way in Babylon the Great, far away from home. We got Jakes in Jamaica. We got Jakes in South America, Australia, Europe, everywhere. We almost everywhere we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be in Israel, Jerusalem. We're supposed to be over there. We spread all out, That was them wings given to that woman, man. She could fly away. Then she got spread it out. So now this devil, like, he can't pinpoint Yashra the Israel. Like, he got to attack the whole world. Good point. Yep, that's why the sword got to go everywhere. And really, that's going to spread him thin. That's why he going to lose. Because you can't be thin like they got to be concentrated. As he spread himself thin, it's like watering something down. Yeah. That's how I tell, man, you can't tell me the devil ain't about to lose. Yes, he is. You can see it. He's trying to fight an impossible battle. This woman got too much working in her favor, especially right now. This devil's sword has become weak at this time. And it's the time where he got to make his biggest move. He got to come out with a dinged up sword. Yashral is stronger because the house of David is flexing right now. She got her identity back. She know how to move. It's kind of like a woman that like now knows who she is, what she's about, and she knows how she's going to move. So you can't, fool her no more. You can't play games with her no more. Like she's putting her battle paint on. You put a little black mark under your eye. Hey, Yashral, that woman, hey, she's battle ready now. The devil like, oh shit, he's scared. And so, what's what it said? Should be nourished times from the face of the serpent. That's going way back until you go to Genesis, man. So that's that mystery getting broke down. It said right there, now the dragons get called a serpent. So you gotta figure out who's the serpent. So now she know that that's not no talking, it wasn't no talking snake. Because now the dragon got serpent capabilities compared to a serpent now. And it tells you that too. See, you get that for y'all, Robin. There's a precept that pulls all that out. It's in Revelation. And they're going to Revelation 20, and 2. And he lay hold on the dragon, that old serpent, keyword, old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. Now, young translation know that the dragon, the old serpent, is also the devil and Satan. Let's get the wheels spinning. You know, you read the word, your spirit's open like, hold up, man. He said that old serpent. What serpent is that? That's that serpent that was in the Garden of Eden, man. That first serpent right there. So you putting all this together, you putting all together the book of Job, you come to the conclusion that that serpent, that old dragon, let's talk about Esau, Edom, the wicked. Malachi 1 and 2 opens that up for you. Romans 9 and 13, he hated Esau. Yeah. Give to the hand of the wicked. Cover the face of the judge is not very weak. And that's clues right there. He just gave you a clue. He said he covered up the face of the judge. So then you got to think about, okay, who covered up Yahushua's image, changed the name to Jesus, made him a white man? What race did that? That's how you're going to know who the wicked is. Then you know the wicked is, you go to the wicked, go to Malachi 1 and 2, which is, Old Testament. The border of wickedness is Esau. So then you say, okay, you know who Esau is, so-called white man, now everything should make sense to you. Now all they little crimes, affliction, all the horrible things Edomites do, that should make sense. So now you should know who the dragon and the serpent is when you read Revelation. That's what we at now. We're in Revelation, man. We're at the end game. Yeah, you gotta study that. Yeah. The only way you be able to figure out who that serpent is, you gotta apply one of the basic scriptures. You put that secure milk of the word. One of those secure milk of the word is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 15. Put it up real quick. Like that was before maybe y'all saw it. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 15. Right? Because this is one of the sincere milk of the word of Yahweh, right? He said, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Okay? Now, how do you rightly divide the word of the truth? You got to look up the meaning of the word. All right? Some words are compound words, so rightly divide the word. Sometimes you have to separate the word, look up the meaning of that, and so on and so forth. Basically, going back and studying that word of Yahweh. And so when the ox mentioned the serpent, okay, when you look up the meaning of serpent, of course the first meaning is going to say, a snake. All right, but a lot of times when you look at some of the, I believe it's the bird definition. All right, look it up right now. It says the serpent is a high and treacherous person who gains your trust in order to betray it. And that's what the serpent did with Eve in the garden. Okay, and so when you study the show that double proof, you got to look up the word and you got to match the definition according to what the scripture is saying. That's the desire the secure desire milk of the scripture. Okay, so you can't just read Genesis chapter 3, but that would serpent deceive Eve, and then look at the first definition and say, oh, Eve was talking to a snake. You got a lot of Jakes out here thinking that Eve was really talking to a snake, but there's a lot of mystery behind that as well too. Okay, because first and foremost, you got to know that Adam and Eve were not the first people on earth. Okay, that's in the Genesis first chapter. Genesis actually break down that the Lord said, let us desire. He said, let us make men in our own image. Luke paraphrase. Then he got him a commandment. He said, go forth and multiply. All right, and so that's how you know that Adam and Eve wasn't the first people on the earth. And so Eve came to talking to that serpent, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, to the third day. He deceives the whole world. And then we go to Revelation. That'll break down the whole. That break down that whole mystery right there. Yep. Another example of the bring out this Revelation 13 and 1. And I was in upon the sand of sea, and saw a beast like about the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And upon his horns 10 crowns. And upon his heads the name of blasphemy. So I see Esau bring that scripture out and drop the picture of the dragon with actual 7 heads and crowns and a bunch of weirdo stuff, man. That you just throwing all off. Like when they see that, The whole validity of the Bible just go out the window. That's like, man, that don't even make sense, man. I don't, they get turned off. Go to Hotel Chromatic, Islam, because it sounds stupid to them. Because Esau can't really break the word down. But see, if they were reading their Bible, basically old heads have been practicing all their life. If you go to Revelation, when you go to Revelation chapter 17, it breaks down what Revelation 13 was talking about. When you go to Revelation 17 to 12, it said, and the 10 horses thou sawest are 10 kings. Breaks it down. Ain't got nothing to do with no damn dragon with 7 heads and all that. He just said the 10 horses thou sawest are 10 kings. So y'all tell us warn us about a rulership. It will be men in power that's gonna have beast-like qualities. It said, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power of king 1 hour with the beast. And 13. These have one mind to get their power strength unto the beast. That's going into these governments, man. Giving it to, whatever the system is. And you see that clearly when you see the 1-9 situation. So everybody got a civilization. Went ahead and did that 1-9 thing. With no questions asked. Like everybody. Let you know they're giving their power over to the beast system. Like I think WHO, the World Health Organization, now got like control over the whole world. They just call another pandemic and then call out the new rules and everybody got governments got to do it. Point blank period. That's them giving their power over to the beast. And that's about hit 14. These should make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. He is the Lord of Lords, King of Kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Who's the Lamb? You can't think of the Lamb as some little, baby sheep, closed by the day, without the spirit of think that. Like, a lamb gonna fight a dragon. A lamb gonna fight the beast, and they'll think that, and then because they can't get it, then they'll go somewhere else. But they ain't just open their mind up to it. Like y'all talking to purple. Who's the first that lamb? That's your house shot. A lot of people will say that's where the confusion comes in because a lot of people think that our Lord and Savior have many names. And really he has one name, but he got many titles. And one of his titles is the Lamb. All right, he's the Prince of Power. Okay, those are all that's what he's always compared to in the scripture. Because he was a perfect sacrificial lamb. He was sacrificed. Israel used to always sacrifice lambs for their sin, and then Yahushua turned to that perfect sacrifice. He was that lamb without blemish. I think it's a scripture that say that. Yeah. He was that lamb without blemish. He had not sinned. So therefore he could take on sin. So when the Bible talks about the lamb, and it say that a lot in Revelation, it talks about Yahushua. So when it said he made war with the lamb, that's why Esau scared, man. He got to go to battle with the Lord, King of Kings. And he know he can't win that. So okay, I can't whoop this like Esau. I can't whoop that man. I'm gonna go attack that woman. She's vulnerable. And as a nation of Israel, we're that woman right now. That's what we hollering out to Yahushua. Because now Esau like, okay, well, before he get here, I'm gonna go ravage this woman real quick. And the 2/3 are in the nation of Israel. So they're gonna be the ones that get that whooping, man. Hopefully that's gonna come up out of her, man. It's gonna be that woman living. Just get beat, but she ain't dead. She's gonna be a witness and tell it. That's the whole flag right there. 2/3, they're gonna get judgment when this devil decides to make war, with the children of Israel with that woman. When the devil comes smack that woman up, she done hollered out. She said, hey man, you ain't my husband. I ain't following your rules no more. You the devil. You took out my Messiah and he ain't dead, he coming back. We telling that to the devil. So he heard that, like, say his name one more time. We ain't shutting up. So he like, okay, I'm about to pull out my strap to show this woman I'm eating. So he about to do what's that, pistol whipping? So he pistol whipping the nation. That's Jake's trouble right there. We start smacking the nation around, and that's the that's faithful and true. You're gonna holler at the name of Yahushua, and that's why he gonna come like, oh no, this scripture to say that. When a woman getting ravished, she's supposed to holler out, and our sins ain't over. That's us at a hopeful level. We hollering out. We ain't taking this what the devil trying to do to us, trying to put his hand over our mouth, shut us up, trying to prick us, like get ravaged. That's gonna be a device. That's gonna be like synonymous to get ravaged. Put that device in. I mean, he done put his rod in. You should look at it like that too, like rape. Hey, I didn't mean to say that, but slacky, whatever. Like ravage. That's the devil trying to do. That part. God, that's like him putting the rod in. Once you do that, pop, you married up to him. Another thing that's important, that I said right there is because he said he know that he's our job, but he's gonna come back and come for the woman. He can actually just explain what the reason why the serpent came to Eve and not Adam. It's the same scenario. That's why Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he always goes after our woman. So when you read that Willie Lynch letter, he actually said that we're going to negotiate with the woman and not the man. We're going to always try to keep the man distracted. We're going to try to keep him away from his home so he won't protect his family. And that's how weak Esau Edom is, man. That's the white man. That's the devil. And just check out. I read Revelation 13:1 and said the beast rises about the sea. Right, y'all, Stroller? So when you go to Revelation 17 and 15, it's going to let you know what the sea was. It's going to open up that mystery, man. It's going to say 15. He said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are people, and multitudes of nations and tongues. Now that's the most I'm opening it up. He let you know, like, it wasn't like no Godzilla, the beast come out the water. No, he let you know that the beast come out of the nations of people. And now we know who that man is, that beast is, man. That's the Esau Edom, the Edomite, so-called white man. You know, he came out of, really think about it, he came from out of the nation of Israel. But Esau came, he was the son of Isaac. You know? So he came, you know, he's Hebrew too, but he's not an Israelite. Because the promise came from Jacob, not Isaac. It came from Jacob. So Esau know that now he mad. You know? But that beast, that devil, he didn't come out of, you know, it came about the woman, man. It came out of Israel. No, that's something right there. It's like, man, wow, man. So the Lord, he gonna open it up. But you gotta keep reading. You gotta stay with it. They could get lost on something, they'll quit easy. Like, I can't understand it. They'll close the book up and not even get it, man. They don't even try. The open leg, man, we gonna run through the whole word. Maybe it was the spirit that compelled us to keep reading. When I first started reading the Bible again, it wasn't hitting me like that. But the spirit compelled me to keep on reading. But as I did, it started hitting me. I started getting to understand. It started making sense. But when that happened, I couldn't put the book down. Because now the Lord is talking to me. He talks to the nation of Israel. You know, these words, these company words come out the scriptures. He let us know it's about to go down, what's happening. Now we know our enemies. Our ID is back. You know, our ID is back. And that right there is grace and mercy, man. It's like we had amnesia. We didn't know nothing. You know, if somebody don't know nothing, it's easy to, you know, walk them with them to go, play them. Or you can just give them a false reality, like, man, this is who you was, and give you a false ID. And then he take your real ID. Then he gonna cash in on your inheritance. You know, you don't even know no better because, you know, you thinking you this person. You know, you gotta think like, man, hold up. See what's happening is we done did our research. That's like going to like Social Security office or going to the records, you put your birth certificate up.
Colossians 1 and 26. It says, even the mysteries which have been hid from ages and generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. Ooh. I can read verse 27. It says, to whom Yahweh will make known what is the riches of the glory of the mysteries among the Gentiles, which is Yahweh Shah Mashiach, the hope and glory.
Ooh, hear that, the hope and glory, man. I love that precept right there, man. He said, he said to the saints, you know, who's the saints, man? They started 144,000. They're going to be out here on the highway Hedges teaching his word. He poured that spirit back out. And when he poured it back out to the saints started preaching, lifting their voice like a trumpet, putting that word forth, and now it's bringing in the seed. Now the fruit coming in. Now the harvest is coming in. So the devil see that, and now he's upset. You know, he done did identity theft.
I mean, that one said that. It says, whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Yahweh Shah.
Hear that? Every man perfect in Yahweh Shah. This book is to perfect us, teach us, give us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and to make us good for Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah gonna cover our sins up.
It says the saints who the wisdom was here from generations to generations, and now it's made manifest. Their mysteries is made manifest into his saints. And the saints are going to be the ones who's preaching, just like the ones who said, who's preaching and will warn every man to teaching every man all the wisdom. That's according to all the wisdom of the scripture. So those who are going to receive the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven are going to be preaching this word, which is prophecy, and you're seeing it happen right in front of your face right now.
All right, look, that was a bomb to pull out right there, man. It's made manifest now. Now the mystery of the kingdom of heaven has been brought forth, man. We don't believe in that hill doctrine. See, now Christianity is dying. Sweet baby Jesus is dying. So that was a false doctrine that went forth, and now it's getting killed. The truth is coming right behind it. See, the law went out first. The law went out, subdued the people, got people in darkness. Just like what that preacher they say, I see wickedness spread like a green bay tree. You know, that's that darkness being spread right there. You can't think of an actual tree like, oh dang, it's a tree that's spreading wickedness, and then you think of a real tree. No, man, let's talk about how it does, like for instance, this tree in front of us now. It's spread, it's causing a shadow. You know, we up here in the dark doing this lesson, man. It's blocking us from the sun. That's the same way the children of Israel are, man. When Esau, he's like that big old wicked tree, and like we don't get no more sunlight, which means we ain't getting that wisdom understanding from your house shot. The connection, it was broken. But according to the scripture, how it broke out, the connection now been reestablished. It's like y'all took like we took a sword. What is spread to a sword? We hacked that tree down. Once that tree got cut down, now the sun beaming on us. You know, we all looking at the sun, you know. Now we getting right. Now we can see. We ain't dark no more. You know? And the devil don't like that. Now he ain't got that cover. Now he been made burnt. Now I can see you, devil. You've been exposed. I can see all your wickedness. And now we about to, you know, we got to do something about it. Once we get that power, Lord willing, we start obeying. Okay, how much y'all we shout? You know, and then like now our book is ours again. We control the narrative. Like what's that Edomite's name that was battling the apostles and he doing like vocab alone, Dr. Brown. Yeah, Dr. Brown dude, he trying his best to try to, you know, get the narrative back to Christianity. They done lost the narrative. He just looking at these Edomites upside their head like, y'all not the people. I heard what the Israelites said on the corner. And really when I look at their like how they life, what they've been through, they are the people. Like you got government people talking about the Ish people ain't the people no more. Government's telling that. That's why everything gets shook up and going to war. Because nobody respects those Ish people no more as better people in the Lord. They're like, oh, y'all are lying. The real people been oppressed. You know, so they're like, hey man, get my missiles ready, man. You know, we're giving them money, worshiping them, and these ain't the real ones. And then I've been oppressing the real ones. So they ain't like, hey man, I'm about to, you know, Russia trying to be a guard now, all this stuff like that, man, to shake things up. So that right there lets you, man, that's that grace and mercy right there. You know, mysteries getting broke down. Like I got a whole playlist on my page dedicated to number in-depth breakdown. So there's no excuse for not to get this word. Can't say, well, nobody broke it down for me. I didn't have time to read it. I didn't read it. It was too hard to read, man. You got to brother doing lessons day and night, like a millstone grinding, breaking this word down to make it plain.
It says, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Hear that? Plain unto the holy, man. And that goes back to like, he said, my sheep hear my voice. You know, so when you heard this word, you know, it made sense, man. And when you heard it broken down properly, it's just like blocks falling in place, you know, in a perfect place. Like that is why the devil did that. That's why Black Wall Street got burnt down. That's why JK never get ahead in society unless they sell out. Like everything makes sense then. You know, when you get it broke down for you right there. And it's like it's plain. That's when I started hearing the apostle elders, it come to be easy. I'm like, yep, makes sense, man. I'm called a nigger and a byword and devil been oppressing me. Yeah, I'm like, okay, everything making sense, but the Lord talking to me now. As I know that the pastors in the Christian church ain't worth nothing. They should have broke the word down like that. Then I'd have stayed up and listened to it. They just spend a little feel good stuff. I go to sleep on that. So I sleep back I go to sleep on that. You ain't talking to me. You're not feeding me. You're not feeding me with no wisdom. I said, really, you confusing me. It's a good thing I went to sleep in church. If I had sat there like an Eve and listened, I'd be bugged out. And they're sweet baby Jesus. And Jesus loved everybody. And you better do this, you're going to hell. You know, so I'm glad the Lord put on my spirit to go say, I should get towed up. My brother turn me up, and I still didn't give a damn. I'm after the art of being asleep while I look like I'm sitting up. Because I hated hearing the pastor preach, man. And they say the same thing over and over again. Same precept. I'm like, man, this is a big old book. And y'all been listening to the same precept over and over again for 30 years. I'm like, damn, Jay, it ain't dawned on you to wake up or read the book yourself and see if your pastor on point. They just trust you entirely, like, with no problem. Because I was like, spit a scripture to my grandma, and she never heard it. She's like, what Bible you reading out of? And I go to my grandma's Bible, like, man, it's right there in your Bible. She's like, oh, I never heard that. Like, you've been going to church 40 years, 50 years.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the word of the prophecy, and keep them things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Hear that? See? They wasn't talking to me prophecy. That's why I wasn't listening to the pastor. I like to hear prophecy. I like to hear prophecy. They wasn't giving me none. They don't even get ready for y'all's house coming. They don't really talk about it like that. They talk about put some money in the plate. You're gonna get some money. Let me come up here, I'm gonna pray on your little leg or your little bowel movement or whatever going on. We're gonna lay some hands on you, bless oil. The band gonna play music, and then that's all you get. You don't really get no wisdom out to understanding, you know, and you just stay in the dark. We'll read that piece up again. And like, no, wait, I got it. When you said blessing him that reading, they're going to understanding. And to get to understanding, you got to crack the book open and start reading. You know how many people I know that went to play Christianity and never read the Bible for themselves? Got about 18 Bibles in the house. And they don't know, like, they ain't read not one book thoroughly through. Not one. They didn't know, like, John 3:16. They didn't know a couple spot scriptures. And it's all about being docile, too. And they ain't got to understand it either because they ain't read the whole book. So he said, blessing him that read it. That's the ones going to read the book and get the understanding. And they are blessed. Once you get that blessing, you're not going to listen to Pastor Porchop no more. Like, dude, you told me it was a talking snake. I found out that snake was a man. Then you start asking him stuff like, you're going to ask the Pastor Porchop what it's seeing. He going to tell you doing bad. He ain't going to pull out the scriptures to tell you it's going against the law. Because he said the law done away with. I'm like, hold up. How am I still seeing it? He said the law done away with. Then you get the, it's a demon on you. Come pray for him. We're going to pray for him. And now you questioning his knowledge of the book. And he ain't got none. He ain't got none. He can listen to that damn devil all his life. The black church is the biggest joke in Babylon the Great, man. It's a money institution. These dudes, these pastor porters ain't got the spirit in them, man. They're not reading this word. They're not blessed. They ain't reading it. They ain't got the understanding. They just got enough to keep you docile, to keep them paid. That's all you're going to get. And that's why a lot of planters Christians, they're scared right now. But like the preacher said, they didn't get the spirit of prophecy. They don't know what the MOTB is. They don't know what's going on right now. They just doing what Esau said. They don't even know who Esau is. They don't know when they say Jesus Christ, they praying to the white man. And he over there sticking them with all kinds of,
not only praying to the white man, they praying to that white man that was a part of that agenda too. That Jesus before Jesus. The history of that was that image, that faith, that white boy Jesus Christ came from Jesus before Jesus, and he was alphabet agenda. That's the history behind it, And so they're praying to an actual, I can't really say it because they take the test. But yeah, they're praying for the actual, the people that perform their alphabet agenda. That's what they're praying for, which those be going into idolatry, right? But that Jesus Christ image, that was a straight up, effeminate man.
Yeah, you can see it with how they carry the spirit, man. They make it soft. Yeah. You read the scriptures, like that's soft like a house shot. They all. But that's soft about it. He's an austere man. Austere going to rough. He talk with authority. But if you look at Flesh Christianity, got some old white, 65, like I said, effeminate.
Yeah.
And they really got a homo spirit because, and look, I can't lie when you say that. Look at the church now. They got like over 600. They got thousands of cases of child molestation. Man, that's so bad. The Pope, but is he still in the hospital? You might still be in the hospital. He went to the hospital, man. He like, dang, man, I can't cover this up.
The story behind it. What's his name? Leonardo. That was a painter of him.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. Yeah, that was him. But that was his love.
Yeah,
he painted him just to make him look like a society.
And see, that was coming up straight to the devil.
Yeah.
Job 9:24. Yeah. Now, that 16th chapter, they start making the angels like little bitty white naked Edomites. So this is Jake's memory. This is Jake's head. They think the angel, they think it's Esau. Right. They think of the same. They think of Esau. So it lets me know that's why they worship Esau so much, because that's the image that's branded in them. And see, because the image branded in them is going to lead to it being fulfilled when the MOTP roll out. But they're going to go for it. Esau said, go get it. And that's their master. That's why we call it plantation Christianity, to keep with a slave-like mentality. So when you come to the truth, Esau can't do nothing with you. You're going to do the contrary with that devil tell you to do. As we said, it said never trust our enemy. Esau says, go down and go get this, you'll be safe. We're going to do the opposite of that. The devil going to say, hey, man, duck down. We're going to jump up. You know, the devil going to say, hey, man, turn left. We're going to bust a right. You know, we're going to avoid, you know, the setup. The devil, he about to set up 2/3 of prophets, man. They get set up. You know, they said, we led by the shepherd. The scripture said the good shepherd should give his life to the sheep. You know, that's talking about Yahweh Shai. He's referred to like a shepherd. That's like, and then you can look at that from like, because King David was an actual shepherd with sheep. So it's like the physical aspect, and then it goes to the spiritual aspect, which is big. You know, it's a big thing like that. But Yahweh Shai truly did give his life for the sheep, right? And we are the sheep. You know, sheep is a docile animal that follows the shepherd. It look for the shepherd for protection. I said, we out here, we defenseless to Esau, man. We got to look for Yahweh Shai for protection from this devil, man. You got a mighty military. Man, he sound like the big bad wolf. You know, the shepherd gone, man, that wolf gonna have his reign sheep. And he's been doing that too. That's why the devil's so crazy. Nigga, I've been eating sheep for breakfast, man. Who's gonna say something to me now? If we all like, we telling the devil, like, hey, man, our shepherd's about to come back. He coming back. Now the devil like, oh, shoot, hold up. At first, he took it for a joke. These things started happening. You know, he started getting planted. You know, like Pharaoh. Then he started looking like, oh, man, they right. And that's because we're calling out for our Savior. So now his thing is, I got to shut them up. He hears them. They hollering out. I got to put some tape over their mouth. I got to buzz them. John chapter 10, verse 11. He said, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. In verse 12, he said, but he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, who owns the sheep or not, and sees the wolf coming, and he flees, and the wolf catches him and scatters the sheep. In verse 13, it says, the hireling flees because he is a hireling, and he said, it's not for the sheep. He said, I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and I am, and they are known of mine. All right, and it goes back to the article down at the sheep is my voice. Okay, but right here in verse 12 and 13, the harlots are those pastors. Okay, those pastors who basically guided the sheep to the wolf, which is Esau. He's the so-called white man. All right, he basically guided them, and they're getting ate up by the wolf. And so when the pastors see the wolf coming, they flee. They leave them trained. They don't do that. They gonna run when shit get bad. So God's gonna run when stuff get bad. So Bishop Nate, he gonna run when stuff get bad, man. They gonna leave them dudes right there. They ain't got no answer, and they gonna be scared. But they gonna look to him for comfort, thinking he a shepherd and he's not. He's a harlot. And it goes back into that organization. Because what? You say Jake has to sign their name on a case. Yeah, they got to fill out like a job application. And they got to put the children, their family now. I'm like, man, what the heck? Hey, this dude. And that's in the police database right now. And see, that's the best thing right there. Because you said they have to fill out an application. You got to fill out an application for a job. You know? And so there's a hiring. So he's hired to bring in applicants that basically cheat. And so he can feed the people. All right? That's what they do right now. All right, they go to what you talked about earlier, right? And what you call it again? Churches. The church foundation get the information out so they can get.
Oh, that's the CRT.
The CRT.
The clergy response team. Yeah, I got one. Let's go to the what y'all saying about the preachers. It's Leviticus 16 and 26. And he that let go the goat for the scapegoat shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterwards come into the camp. That's all the people that are a part of the 1/3 that have woken up to the truth about the churches and let that go and was reborn. by the Spirit, and now are accepted into the 1/3, and hopefully are the hopefully elect one day.
And so we can see we need to go and talk to what's like, company and the norm, the masses. We chose to be set apart. Holy man. You're like, man, that don't sound right. I don't want to get praised to people. It don't make me feel good. I don't want to be in church with these weirdos jump around trying to catch the Holy Ghost, act cool.
The holy demon.
Yeah, old demon, they speaking in tongues in there. Everybody baptized. We're in church about 20 people baptized. I know they look kids, you're like, what the hell is going on in here, man? Black church is a whole lot of place, man. You got a pastor, he like the DJ. You don't talk about that substance or something. And like I said, that's that harmony, man. He don't care, he gonna flee. If stuff get bad. He gonna cash out, he gonna try to find another country or something. He ain't gonna try to like really give his life for the sheep. He ain't gonna make anybody live the sacrifice. That's why he preaches a world friendly doctrine. We making our life live the sacrifice because we preaching, Esau, he get mad, he might try to put it away with us. We ain't preaching that he gonna be saved. We preach he going into slavery. And if you really think about it, the Hopi land, just like I said, the Hopi land is going to the spirit. All right, so just like I said, the pastor is not going to make their body live the sacrifice. That's where your discernment comes in. If it's not really sincere about me reaching salvation from the Almighty Yahweh, and Yahweh is the one in the disciples, in the prophecy, when he said that many times you see many false prophets are coming to the world, and they not to see many. Lose the paraphrase, the book of Matthew 24 chapter. A lot of these pastors are pretty much the angels of Esau Eagles, the so-called white men. They're basically the ones that they're basically put towards lies, basically keep Esau Eagles kingdom. Got this right here, man. Jeremiah the bar. It's 5 verse 25 and 2. It is the glory of Yahweh to facilitate. But the honor of kings is to search out a matter. So the Lord, it's like he concealed the word, but he didn't. Because you have to have a type of spiritual or faith to you to get in, but it's on the open though. It ain't like y'all trying, we ain't like you hiding it. No, it's out in the open. It's just you have the material or the eternal makeup to receive the truth. Are you built to retain these living water? It comes down to it said that there's an honor of kings to search out a matter, man. So that goes to study so that's something cool. You search out a matter, they go into studying, man. We looking into it, man. We take a word like, we the Hebrew Israelites with the curse, we look into that. Read Deuteronomy chapter 28, look at the history, or we went to slavery, the press, you get lynched and picking up cotton. Big Mama got a foot chopped off, baby fed the gator. You asking why? Black Wall Street got blew up. We ain't got no economic power. Why is that? We searching it out. We figure out, we under curse. Y'all did that because we want to keep God's commandments. Okay, now it makes sense. So then when you search that, you start searching out everything, all history. You start undoing everything Esau taught you. With the options about earlier, you start renewing your mind. Like, okay, I got bad lies. Let me go back here and study it. Now I'm getting the truth. Now I'm that much stronger and I'm that much better. I search the matter out like a king. As they say, kings search out a matter. Yahweh is building his kingdom on top of kings. That's why he's known the Lord of Lords, King of Kings. All the things of truth are kings. You search out a matter. You just take what Esau told us and like, okay, I'm a nigga. Okay, I gotta represent the gang. Okay, let me go smash on Ray. Go sell the bricks in the hood. I can't do that. Oh, I gotta rap to be legit. Okay. Play sports. Okay. We didn't accept what Esau gave us, man, or the history. They give you roots as a movie. Here's your roots. You slave. That's it. Like what's that dumb nigga Charleston White? My mother was born, my grandma was born in slavery. I don't go past that. That show he ain't a king. He a nigga. He said he a nigga. As a king, we like, oh no, slavery wasn't my roots. What was my people doing before we went to slavery? He started finding, hold on, I'm Joshua of Israel. I'm descendant of royalty. Then you can start carrying yourself like a king. This is a book. This teens talk. These scriptures right here. A nigga can't get this. A nigga's like a peasant, man. He's low level and his thinking, everything he do is based out. It's like Esau. We on high things. So the kingdom come on high. So our mind is like, so like a king, we searching it out. And then like once you got the scriptures in you, you living by the laws and commandments, it's gonna make you walk in a royal fashion. You're gonna have no choice but to be set apart. Then you're gonna see, being holy, they're gonna literally they're gonna start giving up to you, they're gonna start treating you like a king. Lowly as I don't know what. I go to my job, man. There he go. There he go. Here he go. Oh shoot, they treat me like I'm Samuel or something. I'm like King David or something like that. I'm first, do my little job. Here it comes. They whispering. I don't know. My manager get scared. They used to argue amongst each other who's gonna say something. I'm like, dang, you the manager. You scared to say something to me? If one of them got fired for messing with me. I think I said one got sick. Got the 1-9. I know after that situation, he don't mess with me no more. And they like, nah, you gonna tell him that. Nah, you gonna tell him that. I told him last week. I'm right behind him, like, what you gonna tell him? Oh, we just need you to do this. That's okay with you. I'm like, God. And I give all praise to y'all about y'all shop for that, man. People come to me asking their problems. I'm like the psychologist at work. People I don't even talk to come to me crying. What we gonna do? And this and that. I'm looking like, you crying to me? What am I gonna do for you? I'm working. It's like you. Like I never get with the oil state pop, and all them the Northern Tribe came up to me in a big old group, the women crying, and they coming to me talking about, because I told them don't vote for Trump. They voted for Trump, and that's when they're trying to kick all the Mexicans back, to Mexico, their ICE situation. So they clowned me at first for that. Y'all good. They's like, I'm an angry, black man. It ain't like that no more. You wrong. I'm voting for Trump. He good. So I'm like, all right, go ahead and do it. I'm talking to the North Tri-Mexicans. They did it. They got their results. So I'm at work one day. They come to me in a big old group. Man, I didn't know what was going on. I'm turning around doing work. Like, what the heck? The women was crying. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. They gonna talk to me like, tell you what we gonna do. Trump in the office, he doing this. My cousin got deported. What we gonna do? This, and that. I'm looking like, I'm fucking working at all states with you. We ain't nothing I can do. He got to do his 4 years. I told you he was like that. Now you figuring it out. Now that's the 2/3, but they all crying, angry. I almost got to fight one of them because he wanted me to do something about it. I'm like, he president, fool. You voted for him. I can't do nothing about that. I'm working this lowly job. What I'm gonna do? I'm lower in this kingdom than you is. You get more respect than I will. They looking at me like I can do something about it. And see, that was spiritual. It's like spiritual. They knew, like, I guess they was coming to me like, this one of those men. But I mean, at that time, we ain't got our power yet. This devil got to run his course. I told him that too. I said, hey, Trump got to run his 4 years. That's what you got to put up with. I told you gonna do that. I told you and like you. So it is what it is, And they learned the valuable lesson then. Then they learned, hey, Esau ain't for me. They learned the hard way. But this took out a crime to me. Like I could save them and do something about it. Like I'm gonna go in there and say, hey man, Trump should be president, but they feeling hurt. And then he gonna get out of here. I'll never forget that when that happened, man. I thought they move on. They're like, you can do something about it. I'm like, hell, man. Like, hey man, I can't do nothing about it. He like, do something. I'm like, do right. I went there and take over. Yeah, we don't need no pictures. And he was gonna turn us in. Yeah, I'm just telling you. So back to what I was saying right there, man. Like Jake, man. It's like Jake don't understand what's going on, man. 2/3, and that's because they don't read the Bible. Like a lot of Israelites don't even know they Israelites. They oppressed too.
This is Matthew 13 and 11. It said, he answered and said unto them, which is just to clarify his talking to the disciples. It says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So it's certain people that the Lord blessed with that spirit only to get this. And there's certain people that the Lord blessed for them not to get it. Because it is a prophecy that 2/3 must be cut off and not. And those are the same people who said, let the blood be on my hands and my children's hands. So reading on, it says, for whosoever has, to him shall it be given, and he had more abundance. But whosoever have not, for him shall be taken away, even that he had. So, even if even if somebody did come into this truth and he wasn't really a part of this truth, hey, everything that was given unto him would be taken away and he'll be out of this thing. So he'll get found it out according to the Spirit. And the Spirit finds him out and he will be no more a part of this. And we seen that. We even had a brother in our, supposedly brother in our campus that got found it out. But one more verse it says, therefore speak I to them in parables because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And that goes to two things. They don't understand anything. They don't seek out. They don't. They're not prudent, and they don't consider anything. They just want somebody to give them something, and that's what Esau Edom do. He gives them something. He gives them what they want. He gives them things that they lust for them to carry out, and that's why they in this world and not trying to come into this truth.
God, man, you broke it down, man. You broke it down. I got to put it back up the hot right here. But it's a lot of times we have a team, all right? But when the occupation is 2/3 is always looking for somebody to give them something, right? And that's why, and that's ultimately why they trust their enemies, right? Because the Christian literally tells you, never trust our enemies, rock whoever sin, for like his iron rusted, so is his wicked. And it said, though he humble himself and go proudly, yet say good deeds and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou wipe a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his blood hath not been altogether wiped away. Right? And it said, cut him not by thee, that he have overthrown thee, and he stand up in thy place, either let him sit at thy right hand. All right. And so when you put somebody at your right hand, that means you trust him. Okay. And it says, and then let you seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is beaten with the serpent, or any that does come now wild beast? Right? He's asking that question. Who will pity the charmer? So when you trust that white man, the so-called the devil, basically, you would not be nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. Because we told you from the beginning that's like the end of the scripture. Never trust thy enemy. And Esau Edom, so-called white man, is your enemy. All right? And that goes back to the story that the ox brought out. That them Mexicans, so-called Mexicans with the top of Issachar, they trusted their enemy. And they got bit. I just wanted to point that out there.
This is Matthew 13 and 11. It said, he answered and said unto them, but it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundant. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he had. Therefore speak I unto them in parables, because they see not, and hear not, neither do they understand.
Yeah, now bring it up. Like you read earlier. This about online. Now watch this scripture right here. Go perfect with I can pull out right here. In 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of the hour. They are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. So to understand this word, you gotta understand it spiritual. You gotta have your spiritual eyes on. To understand what y'all trying to talk about this word, the spoken verb. It goes in the riddle. Because he's not trying to talk to every single person in the nation of Israel. The majority of the nation is about stuff. It's going off way back Moses led them out of Egypt. They was going off.
It goes back into that precept I brought out earlier when I said the stumbling block. The truth is made a stumbling block to the wicked, and it's simple to the plain. I mean, to the righteous, loosely paraphrasing. So if you are a righteous person, it's gonna be easy for you to get this. And if you're not, you qualify as the wicked. You follow after the wicked.
The natural man going to a carnal world. That one.
Yeah, to back up the brother. This is to show that not everyone can get it because not everybody was chosen by the Most High. It's John 15, verse 16. You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should Go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whosoever shall ask of the Father in his name, he may give it to you. There goes to show the brother that y'all had to get rid of, you know, he didn't show forth the fruit that was beneficial to the congregation, and so he had to go, you know.
He showed Kirk Esau. I'm talking to him about Jeremiah online right now. He's like, he came in the spirit to take over. Everybody come in and see him, he want to take over, be like the front runner, the head of it. And that's what he's always doing. He pray, he want to take stuff. See what's good. See Jay Shine, he want to be like take that spirit.
He gonna watch you build it first. He gonna watch you build it first. He's gonna try to take over. Yeah.
He's gonna come and take it. If you feel nice and good, he's gonna take it and call it his. And say he the best.
That's why we say they come in the spirit of that the thief coming to steal, kill, and destroy. That's his model. You know? So they don't have that spiritual build. No, he thought he never builds, he tore down. He goes down, that's what he does. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So whatever you build, he thought he was gonna come and destroy it.
See through Esau, you got a spiritual mindset. That's why people say they are spiritually discerned. You gotta do that with all these other camps. You know, you can't just go there every camp and run with it, man. You gotta like the scripture say you gotta try the spirit, man. You gotta like read the words will make them stick. You know if they're going according to the word, if they're doing things in decent order, you gotta know order.
That's the scripture that's saying not all of Israel is a part of Israel.
Yeah. So to do that, you gotta be in the scripture, you gotta be reading, man. You gotta be looking for, you gotta ask for it. I asked for it, y'all, bro. I'm about to ask for it. If I got dissatisfied with watching for Israel, I asked the Lord, like, Lord, I know this book is big, I know it's deep, and I want the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. I want that. I'm gonna ask the Lord that over YouTube. And the brother Alabama, his page is titled Mission Kingdom of Heaven. As soon as I heard his first lesson, I was like, I heard it go. It blew WFI out the water, man. And I've been down ever since when I heard that. I was like, this is what I've been looking for. So I'm like, man, the Lord, when you ask, he do give to you, man. If you know, he got love for the sheep. So I never forget that, man. I'm like, man, how convenient he titled his page Mission of the Kingdom of Heaven. I was like, man, the Lord talking to me. I asked for this, and here you go. You know, so that's why you got to feel blessed. You know, like I like the Ox lesson he did, Shop for the 12, the pop. Yeah, he did lesson blessed when we get this truth. Make God feel blessed when we get it. Everybody can't get it. You got to do that's real intelligent. You know, very smart. Can't understand the scripture. That's because they don't have the spirit. The spirit of the Lord is not in them. They're natural. They're carnal. They're to this world. I got to put my back you up.
This is James 1 and 5. And it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh that give it to all men liberally and upbraid it not, and it shall be given him. And so that's when I just said that when he asked, Yahweh led him to the midst of the kingdom, the Damascus of Alabama.
That is 1 Corinthians 2:12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given us of Yahweh. And the truth is freely given out. You ain't got to pay no time. You know, it's freely given. It's freely go forth. When you go to pay for sin, you got to pay. You know, you got to pay for law. The truth is free. The law costs you money. How crazy is that?
It costs you money. It costs you your integrity. It costs you everything. It costs you the wisdom. It costs you the wisdom of Yahweh.
No. Now, like I said, we don't have the spirit of the world. You know, we don't forsake the world. And that's what you got to take. Understanding, you know, this Bible, man. First, you got to set yourself apart so you can properly feel. If you can't do this, you got to 2/3 or they can't get it, they're going to distract you. And you'll never get in to get to the mystery, man. It's a deep thing. You have to study. That's why I said study so yourself approved. You can't just run through the book one time and they think you're an expert. Now, it don't work like that. The Lord, now, He wants you to do like repetition. Like you go in the gym, you don't hit the weights one time, then you all big and buff. You gotta get the muscles popping, man. You gotta keep going in there, building up, working out, get stronger and stronger. You know, same way with this word, it's true. And I'm going to bring out 13, 1 Corinthians 2:13. Which things also we speak, not in the words with man's wisdom teaching, but with the Holy Ghost or God's teaching, compare spiritual things with spiritual. You got to get the high mind on. You got to get the spiritual eyes on. Really get the missions in this book. Really see what y'all trying to show to the nation Israel. He'll show you pay attention. You know, when they do what is this? Floyd said, that the devil still hates you, man. You know, they get gunned down, no weapon in his hand. Esau can run down with a gun, ready to shoot Esau. He get arrested. They're showing you in captivity. You know, Jake, you know, can't have nothing. They all come to business, want to shut you down. Even your son of celebrity, at the end of their career, they always say money to them. They never go out good. So he's gonna, they gonna put cases on. So that shows them curses right there. They ain't gonna escape.
Jamie Clark's going through that right now.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
Yeah, he fell out.
Yeah. That part, you know, took the juice.
Yeah, he got juiced up.
Yeah. So what was good to have that picture and all that money? You about to probably go, man, in a minute. That was all for nothing. All for nothing. You see, you can't keep shooting somebody like that. They're gonna be food with them. You got doctor bag. Like, what a bag in that? Ain't no bag in that. I gotta get good. Be white, I get movie roll. So get out of here with that. You know, that's how I knew about people trying to call you stuff like that. He do about the, he gonna flip. He ain't solid. This dude ain't about to give up his basketball career for the truth. He ain't no real act like that. So I knew he was gonna fold. It's like Kanye West. So they all excited. Kanye West said we in the night. I'm like, man, the minute as soon as he start losing some money, he gonna go right back. Like I think now, see, he talking about, oh, I like to get people. So I'm like, what you did earlier, that don't mean nothing, man. Bad as fuck, bro. Them dudes ain't built like that. They already sold out, man. They said a little something. The Lord put on their spirit to say that, but they folded and both. Yeah, you know, they're gonna take an MOTP as well. They're gonna fold on that.
Ain't the world losing soul.
God. And that's them. To the fullest right there. And you can't explain nothing. This is a spiritual book. Like, for instance, we talk about the house of David. People be actually looking for a real building. They looking for a school. You gotta, where your school at? Where you building at? They don't know this is a spiritual temple. It's based on the men in this church and the teachings of the church. You know, when you in the house, that's you read these scriptures, right? See, that's been the house of David.
And then he was, then he became the outside. And they didn't know what to do. They think you crazy.
God, they think this is one life to live. I know they study the incarnation and see from the word aspect and the physical aspect as well. And to show you the truth.
Even tell you that.
Those are probably
The one that happened the second half. Yeah, I got it. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 45. It says, and so it is written, the first Adam was made a living soul, and the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. According to Yahweh. It says, how about that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterwards that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, and the second man is the Lord from heaven. And like the scriptures even break down reincarnation, let you know Yahweh was the first Adam, and he's the second Adam to come. He's going to be made to put up this quickening spirit, because he's going to quicken us. We was dead in the world at 1.2. We was living like Valley of Dry Bones, didn't have no breath in us at all until the Lord probably put that quickening spirit into us.
I like, man, that's powerful.
And that's a big mystery right there. You get to tell them that Yahweh got those beatings and hung on the cross for his sins he committed in other past lives, and then look at you like you bugged out because of the lies that Christianity pushed.
Does it make sense? Because Christian is bug out on that. But they'll tell you that Jesus is perfect, but yeah, he got people on Christ men. See, when you understand, you got the true mysteries of it, you understand why they have to go with God. Because what he did as King Solomon. As King Solomon, you know, he had the whole nation Israel go off at the other guy.
Let Eve betray him, gave his power to the Lord.
Yep, he accepted that woman, man. He did what she said. He followed behind her. That's what it said, scripture say, what it say, for evil transgression, and through the woman we all die, he's paraphrasing. You know, because the first Adam followed after Eve, man, she led up to death. And that's it. You follow she will lead you to that. You said I don't follow her, man. Hey, if he can began just like the first king did. By the serpent. You understand the serpent Esau, and you look at Nation right now, like the Megan the Mans and the Cardi B's, the Steak and the Stallions, and Nicki Minaj's, you understand they're being down by that serpent, man. Esau giving them like Sierra. Esau telling her to make the type of song. To say she independent because she got a husband. Because he doesn't want Eve in her right mind. He doesn't want Eve as an Israelite man. He doesn't make the Israelite man stronger. He wants Eve to do the work for him. Go destroy that man. That's what you had that I don't need no man. They had Eve on feminism. And Eve brought feminism hard. You know, she went way harder than anybody went on feminism. Eve down there, like if you were 2/3 ship date, Eve would destroy it. Bitch destroy it. I got a cousin right now. Bugged out his mind, whacked out because his mother put a lot of stuff in his head. He believed it. And it did him wrong. And whatever she told him, she made him spiritually dead. Like, ain't no way to get the truth to him and you know, get him in the bowl. He actually straight poison his body flag. He was listening to Eve growing up. I didn't listen to my mother and, you know, all my aunts would to that certain extent on a lot of stuff. It's like they women that don't know. You know, so I'm going to take so much from them. They can't teach me how to be a man. But I'm going to listen to them on how to be a man. Like, I got an aunt, she say, this is what a real man is. Let me tell you how to be a man. Everything she's going to be, you know, terminology. Everything she telling you do that stuff, you will get destroyed. And me being young, I knew that. I heard her talk that stuff like, man, it's not like that out here. These ones will railroad you if I do that. My cousin, he listened. He got bad results every time. Because she don't know what it is to be a man out here, because she ain't one. Even privileged out here. She ain't went through no hardships like that. It's the devil, like I said earlier. Willie Lynch program, this devil, he exalts Eve only the player. But he tell Eve, like, man, you a god. You don't need no man. That's rubbish. Jesus be your man. You know, go get the bag and go sleep around. And, you know, be independent. Don't let no man hold you down. And then, you know, he'll give her a degree. You give her all kind of little stuff like that. You know, and have her head all blew up. Oh, Section 8, moves down. And then she thinks she running. You know, he got her set up for the open door. Ain't gonna fly her real easy. You know, and then he turns around and destroys the children, destroys the men, right in feminine she been fed with. And then, like, I see the Eve, a dude who's trying to break down the scriptures of the virgins. The saints being virgins to Eve, y'all remember that? And Eve was all like, are you a virgin? Are you a virgin? And the Jake, he's all weak, like, no. She not knowing when the scripture talk about being a virgin, that means you're not free with another philosophy. Not like you're a physical virgin. It's a mystery. And she didn't understand that mystery. And she didn't want to shut up and listen for the man to listen. He trying to break it down to him. She wanted this big mouth Eve. No, that ain't what it's like. You ain't no virgin. So you ain't no saint. You know, she talk crazy and the dude is left alone. I'm like, see, that's that out of order, man. You gotta get away from chicks like that. But chicks can't really break down the scriptures like that, man. Angel was man first. We get it, and if we break it down to the woman. That's why the woman gotta understand the Israelite man has value. Esau told her we don't. So therefore, she ain't gonna get the wisdom and understanding and the wisdom, because the problem wisdom from the woman, they ain't got it like that. I done grew up with women raised by them. They ain't got it like that, man. They are very instinctful creatures. And they're built for the system. They go with the system say. They stay within the rules, yeah. They're not gonna think and be scholarly and, you know, get that type of stuff. They're not gonna do it spiritual. Oh no, hey, didn't King Solomon say out of 1,000 women he ain't found out one righteous? Yeah. Let's tell you right there, that's in the kingdom. I'm like, what, man? We sure ain't got a chance out here, man. King Solomon couldn't find a righteous woman in the kingdom. We in Babylon the Great with Esau already. So I'm like, hey, we gotta choke it up, hey man. They gotta start over again with something, man. They gotta start over again, man. These women, you know, they're not gonna get the mission like that. But then you got some women that's getting in their submissive Eve spirit. They listen to the apostle elders, man. That's how I know the apostle elders, Great Millstone, have the real, man. This is the real house of David. Because they don't let women run rapid over it. They tell women, shut up, say a little shalom, but then shut up. We ain't gonna run this. You look at IUIC, hey, women run rapid all over that camp. That's why I like to spread that camp, man. Women run that camp, like the church. Women run the church. You look at Christianity, women run that church, man. She tell the pastor what to say.
Now it's your question.
Look, man,
You don't think about the concept of temple.
we was talking about that earlier. Let's talk about the house.
Think about it.
We know about it. You got to be in that council. Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, you got to be in that council. So, back to what I was saying earlier, the mission of the kingdom of heaven, it comes from the man first. That's the order. The Lord, let's say in our book, he gave you the order. It goes man, woman, then the child. Esau reversed it. Woman, then the child, then the dog, then the man. Now you got the hand on the bus.
You got some households, the kids run the house. You know what I mean? So it's all got a hold on. You got to work. Completely out of work.
And even go to that Egyptian stuff with that so they put the woman over the man. They say the woman, man, the child.
Yeah, it's not no whole second thing. Go ahead, huh? That's garbage, man. Giving praise to the woman. She bleed once a month. Never running circles around her, man. We got the guy about a circle, man. So-called white man. You know, so I kind of look for her for some wisdom out there. There's a lot of Eve, man. Candace Show, they don't know nothing, man. They're dumb. A lot of them, I don't get that. They college educated. You hear stuff come out their mouth, people like, help her. Like, do you even think about what you just said? And you got to think about it like she's raising like young Jakes with that terminology, that thinking, man. And if they don't seek out knowledge for themselves to go with their mama told them, they'll be destroyed too. That's why you look at all the gangsterism in our neighborhoods and communities. That's that single mother stuff, man.
Brothers, boss, other brothers, we actually come together with the concept of temple on the trip. We actually get with God. We actually, right now, by the ministry of Paul,
That's in the Bible. That's what he trying to tell you. That's what I told you.
I got into it. Talks about administration. Talks about making our own, administrative body,
That's what happened in the kingdom. It's not going to happen here.
Hey, it's not gonna happen here. Got back to
Yeah, we got to see if we go make it happen. We're going to do Esau run down the military. We already know that. We telling you about taking trouble though. We telling you about taking trouble though. Yeah, we know that. But if you ain't in the truth, that weapon gonna prosper on your butt. Y'all know I'm in the truth.
made by
And you said earlier, you said all of us gonna come together. We're not gonna come together with all these other camps. We're not. Worthy of no and sure not no Hope Tech committee. Sure they come together. They're gonna get ran through easy. Islam too.
only set
apart.
What would you agree with me being separate from these girls? This world right here, what you talk about is they formed an organization for America. America got to be good. That's what they come from.
Two pyramids.
Like you just putting all your eggs in America, they don't lose in here.
We ain't out here.
We are all two.
Now reading Amos 3 and 3. And this is Amos 3 and 3. Can two walk together except they agree? No, we don't agree with you. We got differences in philosophy. We only go by what is told in this book, which has no mate. So what you read in all these other books that got you believing that we won't have to go through Jacob's trouble, that's going to be our final trial before we are able to go into kingdom, in which we will receive all the things that you're talking about. But we're not going to receive those things on this side unless you sell out, which is no. And none of us up here, we don't want that consolation prize. We want to receive the kingdom.
So, all this,
Say it again.
soul
all is within. I'm gonna take what the most high.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
we just have to get trouble.
One trouble for what?
But when I'm telling you this, I'm telling you the truth. I walk in the house. All right? I walk in under like really. Okay? I'm telling you to get right on your life path. We actually, as brothers, we need to be anointed and blessed on Jesus. We need to be gathering resources and give offerings to the Most High like we're supposed to. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying this type of thing,
You ain't know nothing else about the Hebrew language. That's something you don't know. I got a quick question right here. This Ecclesiastes 12:12. And it says, the burden by these, my son, being money of making many books. There are no ends, but study and words of the flesh. Can be a body, be warned by all of these books. All the books really need this. This will tell you the real government right here. But those other books, all of those are written by Esau. He was talking about right. He's the one, he controls the whole world. So he's trying to guide you away from the Heavenly Father. So this book, this is the only book that you really need. Yeah. And the scripture right here, there's another scripture that says, "Be not unequally yoked with non-believers." You can't try to join with people that don't believe with the same power. Yeah. So that's why when you make them holy earlier, you have to be separated from those individuals. You can't go and try to hang out with, just like somebody always try to break down. You can't be a person who work where they live in and then go hang out with thieves. You can't do that. Separate from God. He said separate from the world. Like the brother told you, when he said soul, all your soul, I have to go right now. Yeah, how do you do that? Okay, but how do you do that? I'm asking you, how do you do that? I don't know what power I tell you. Are you ready for that? I already know. I asked you. So how do you become one with the Most High?
So let me ask you this. In the Bible,
now, you ain't seen it, man. I'm going to give you a question. Okay, go ahead.
Why does it say to meditate every day and night? In the Bible. Okay. Every day and night.
Everybody listen to truth.
Now it also says light to manifest. Okay, it says light to manifest. You have to manifest the light within you. It says the 1 hour.
How do you do that?
We know that. Hold on, that's in scripture. That's the 1 hour. Then it also says, the kingdom is with you.
You know that, but how do you do that? What is the kingdom?
You have to know the divine realm in your temple.
How do you, and I'm asking you, how do you do that? You can do very vague stuff.
Meditation.
Meditation, like what type of meditation?
Focus on the light in the eye. And manifest.
What type of meditation? Meditate means study, right? Meditate means study, right? But what do you meditate on? That's what he's asking. That's what I'm asking. What I'm on the chat, what I'm gonna meditate.
First of all, you have to know what is in your heart.
So I'm gonna meditate what's in my heart. Now, what is your heart is meditating something with yourself?
That's the heart of your faith. You have to understand that your heart is righteous.
So how do you get a pure heart? Then righteous. What is righteous?
Righteousness is military, but it's not. But God, to become one with God, life. Since it's actually in progress.
So you gave a bunch of old, open, vague things. You never got to the, you never felt the heat right there. I mean, we got this book. We break down the mystery of the kingdom of heaven. When it says the kingdom of heaven is in you, just memorize this book, these scriptures. Once you do it, like you never take my Bible from me. I done read it so much. These scriptures is in me. The scripture right here is the kingdom of heaven. Look at something right here that you talked about earlier. It's in here. And when it says meditate day and night, just meditate on this word. That's how you meditate. That's good. See how I made that plain? You didn't make it plain. And see, you wouldn't be able to help nobody. All your stuff is a bunch of open, vague, kind of spaced out stuff. It wouldn't really help nobody. It just, you ask more questions with other questions. How I did it, I made it plain. Made it plain to him. People like, okay, I can look at scriptures, to do, I don't, what I need to do with the Lord. This is how you get blessed with the Lord, by reading the book. Your stuff is open-ended. It's kind of like what white people do. War room.
I'm only explaining it that way so you can. My direction is to show you that your reality. I'm aware of your reality. I'm kind of open to reality to see the way that I see it. I know a way to get there. But it's not like your way.
Yeah, I'm going through. I'm following the house by shop. You follow. You don't know what you follow. You mean you don't even know what you follow. Like, what's your God's name? Mine has a name. Does yours have a name? Mine does. I have a relationship with mine. Mine tells me do's and don'ts. You don't have a certain do's and don'ts. You're reading other books, a lot of books, and really it's gonna make you all over the place. And once you've been all over the place, how can you help somebody else? All you're gonna do is confuse them. And then you say stuff with open-ended, vague things, you ain't get to the point. See, we get to the point to really help people. And then our book, there's all kinds of points to let you know we got problems.
30 to 30. 30 to 30. It says that they saw God face to face and he called that place to be. There is a place in your brain, in your temple. Your temple. Oh, God.
So let's say, you know about this stuff.
You know about the
penal.
You know about the penal.
You know about it.
It has to do with darkness, it has to do with spirit and alignment with the most high. It has to be going into nature. That's the only way to hear it. Then it's out of it. It's out of the spirit. You get out of this walk about and all these dimensions that calibrating my own function. We have to actually calibrate the nature to get it to with the most high. Because that's actually our natural ability. That's actually how we align with the six hormones and get our
I know, but your stuff is open and vague. And you don't really give like, no, it don't. You don't get nothing playing out.
But we got to get back to this lesson.
Yeah, you like say you distracted.
There was
I was gonna bring out this is Psalm 119 in verse 9. But when I kept asking my question, right?
Is that right?
So you tell me a lot.
Oh, that specific person?
Yeah, we don't see them alive, man. You gotta been out here, man. He was the Old Testament.
yeah, different philosophies ever since. Now we got
It could be a different.
Killing every single one.
It was on the Universes one, Old Testament. Now he's still fixing shit with the chakras and all kind of shit. Now you gotta make fun.
That's my first bug out. I ain't never really met those. For true bug out in person. He got costumes with it too. Y'all handled that shit masterfully, though, man. Congratulations. I applaud y'all. I don't have patience like that.
Yeah, he's trying to like, he done got to put some things. He's trying to still come with authority, like, pseudo-science spaced out stuff. I was trying to tell you, like, come with a plane, dude. You say you can ask the plane.
He got that issue. He got that big demon on him.
Yeah, that's too deep.
Yeah.
And they don't do nothing. They don't even act no stuff. I'm like, okay, you tell us plane, then they go help somebody else. He can't do it. You know the business is perfect. He can't do it. It's a situation that answering with a question.
Circular crucial.
Yeah, compete around the push and the circle around it and make you forget about the present reality. That other scripture that says that that's not communication. Yeah. So anything got to come to people. I think that's in Matthew 6 chapter. Right?
Yeah.
And so that's what he That's what he came up with. That's one of the ones that think this is happen.
Right.
We done lace this dude up. We done made it plain. He see it,
Yeah.
but he don't want to get with it though. For whatever reason, he's bugged out. He can't get it.
You know, for the talk.
Now he's reading the scriptures now. First he goes to Kemetic Islam. That stuff we done killed it. So now he coming with the scriptures, but now he coming with it through Esau's interpretation of the scriptures. I'm like, dude, that's gonna make you go bug out what you already is.
I wonder where they gonna come next.
Ain't nothing else come next. Ain't no winning.
The doctor, that's him right there. He talking about
ain't no money, man.
He fought all the way, man.
Yeah, and that just shows that's the thing right there. 2/3, man. They don't want to get with the truth. You know, it's laid plain. You just went through a whole 1-9 situation. You over telling me how powerful you is. You can do this and that. If that's the case, why you ain't doing it now? If you tell the scripture, Esau running it right now. That's why we ain't got it. There, you tell him we know about stuff we're talking about. We're gonna get in the kingdom. He's talking about what he say? The kingdom is within me. I'm like, we know that. The scripture say that. You not telling us nothing we don't know. The Lord is over whatever knowledge you think we got, man. It's spiritual wisdom. They said it's too deep in it.
Yeah.
No, you can't be deep in your house by shower. You can't.
Good way.
So get with it. My thing is get with it. You can't defeat it. You try. You got this dude running to all different type of guys, man. So like the lesson, man, that old scripture came up for that showed seen y'all swallow. He can't get it. He can't get the mysteries. And he think he like super spaced out smart, talking about the chakras and one with nature, all that spiritualism stuff. That stuff they ain't talking about that. You still be bugged out. They ain't gonna tell you what's going on. You ain't gonna know why this devil's all frustrated.
They gonna tell you how to move in the time of Jacob's trouble.
God, so he gonna bug all school out. He gonna put that. Then I'm trying to tell him, okay, explain to me what meditate means. He couldn't really explain nothing because he doesn't have a foundation of that.
I don't think you know meditation and stuff.
Nah, he
didn't know that.
Nah, he did. He trying to teach y'all.
He thought meditation.
He want to admit that. I was like, okay, so how I meditate? That's about 10. Then he got found like my guy. Our guy got a name. Yeah, doing that stuff. What's your guy's name? How you gonna? You tell me you got a good relationship with God, but you don't know his name. So get out of here. I didn't say something named Jerusalem.
Yeah, a little while ago.
But look, he coming. That's coming. He trying to get close on. I can't. So he coming around what we already know. So it's like you might as well just shut up and listen. Like, instead of coming trying to teach us something. No, we're teaching you something. That's that pride. You don't want to
find out earlier that you gotta come as a band. You don't want to do that.
No, yep. He want to come like a master.
He trying to hold on everything he can talk.
Yeah. I'm a master for shaming and all of that. He trying to still come like he some almighty wisdom, like he's some damn or something. You gotta get the milk, dude. You gotta start over again. We had to start over again. So I always give us examples. And he did on that one. That's like that couldn't get.
Or like I'm gonna see y'all this guy.
Hey, with a suit on this time. He had a shaman suit on before. And we killed that whole Technomatic back then.
He had a shaman suit on. He had like a different things. Tunic or something like that. Then he had the little Indian hat on.
Yeah, we looked at that dude a lot, man. He tried to come back. Now he trying to do a fake thing.
Now he come with a fro and a suit on.
I'm trying to do this with the Africans. I told you, dude, you ain't with the Africans, with the Hamites. Our word told us that you can't. He want to throw another book to beat this book. Yeah. He don't realize you can't. There's no other book. This is a little doctrine.
Man, that's why I read that because he got 12. He said being warned of all these many books. It's gonna make you tired. It's gonna make you ready in the flesh.
He is worried because whatever he is, it's killing him. Hey, like he had more light. It's like he getting more and more dark. It's like trying to tell us the light. I'm like, okay, you know what that is. Where he go to interpretation on it, but he ain't gonna get it, man. That's the one that did. The mysteries ain't. See, that prove what we brought up earlier. He can't get the mystery of the kingdom of heaven. He think he know him already. He don't want to start all over again. He don't want to get born again.
He got pride in him too.
That's it. He got mad at Brad. He talking about you can't say that. I'm like, you ain't know you talking about it, man. He do stand out.
That's that book, like the spirit, like he is the Lord.
I think we let him talk. He do everything.
That's why on ahead and walked out. But he walked out first and came back. You know? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, go.
I can't wait till he come back and see when he come back in.
Yeah. Man, we had like many talks with that dude. He be out here. And he sound like say he just come. I'm like, man, you might as well just give it up, man. Give it the word.
That's it.
Give it the truth.
This your government right
But see,
here,
that's
man.
still rebellious children, though. You see how he rebelled?
Yeah.
He always do that. He always do that. Get married one time, man. We took about 30 minutes all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I told him, man, you gotta go, man. You doing that distraction again. He was wasting our time. It was good. He came an example. And it shows like he can't get the mission. He's playing. We making it plain to him. Like, you know, when we talk about like the missiles and he saw, like he frees up on that, and it go over his head and back to we can win if we start an organization.
Matter of fact, that's how we weed out. You know, when the argument earlier, we got this something that was in our camp. You know, every time we talk about Esau, he gets stuck. You know, he try to trade the conversation away. You know, he try to get God it away every time. Every time we get on, he thought he was so-called white man. Hold, I got to put that. I forgot.
We need to humble down. We need to humble down and talk about this guy, man. We're cooking this devil over here.
This man to turn the stove off.
Yeah. The water on the fire. I'm like, that's how you was cooking off. Hey, man, that's how I knew the Edomite. I started seeing the Edomite thing. I know the Jake. Remember that Jake came about that at the museum, came over here and said, he didn't tell that out here. He's like, Edomite. Where you just watch the past the elders. I'm saying, how the devil gonna listen to scriptures and try to do the truth and then Jake won't? Right. Jake won't, but the devil will.
Hey, for real.
The devil won't just heard this more than 2/3. 2/3 like, no, I want that.
In fact, I was just listening to I believe it was I think it was other Foster Bar, but it could be I'm a bar in New York. One of them, they said that everything that the devil do, it's always lines up with them trying to get their blessing back. Everything that they do. And that's exactly what they've been doing for so many years. That's why they're inflicting us. They're trying to take us out. That way, you know, how about the outside ain't gonna have no choice but to give them their blessing. But that, you know, that's not gonna happen.
They're trying to infiltrate this truth.
Yeah.
Disrupt this holy temple. They understand it's a spiritual temple. He got sniffed out quick, man.
Right.
Those were his many. Like I didn't know why he had to get runs when he got sniffed out, man. He started to show himself. You know?
The Edomites like that, this is their kingdom. And they didn't got a taste of what it is to be in rulership. Most Jakes, we don't have nothing to relate to. So that's why they can kind of fake it for a second, where most Jakes, they don't realize what the benefit of learning this truth is, that one day we're gonna have the kingdom. And they don't have no rulership mentality about it, you know, because they've been trodden down their whole life. They ain't looking at it like that.
Slave mentality.
Yeah. They can't let that go.
So like I'm gonna capitalize on the same word, you know, and take that to body.
That's what they want to do at the end.
And they water it down. They look like some IUIC, some old, you know, GOCC type of stuff once they get down with it.
And GOCC on some old super way out.
That's the church.
That's what we gonna come back with, like probably a bunch of them.
That's the church, man. That's the place that you said the church.
Yeah.
They have no precepts.
I got one more. You know, when I kept,
It's 144 now.
How do you,
Yeah, he attacked.
Right? So this is Psalm 119 and 9. So, you know, this is how you can tell the difference between, you know, a false prophet and somebody that, you know, talking around words. They'll be able to go to the scripture and tell you how you think your way. So this Psalm 119 and 9, it says, well, wisdom shall the young man think his way. And it says, by taking heed that you according to thy word. All right, what word is Yahweh the outside? The word of this book. Taking heed according to the word. It means you got to get it, meditate on this word and govern your life according to this word, man. And, you know, today, when I try to ask me a question, he around the bush, you know. Matter of fact, and when you take heed according to thy word, they get that real quick. I think I quoted it earlier. Matthew 6 and 34. bear with me for a minute. Let your communication be yeah, yeah, nay, nay. Matthew 5, 37. All right, God. Water. So yeah, this is Matthew 5 and 37, right? But when you take heed to according to that word, and you take, and this is the word of Yahweh Shah, because he said, let your communication be yeah, yeah, nay, nay, but whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. Okay, so when you talk to somebody and somebody's trying to tell you the scriptures, and you ask them a direct question, and just like that Jake did, he turned around and asked a question on top of a question. All right, that's not communication. That's not, his communication was yeah, yeah, nay, nay. It wasn't direct. All right. And that's how you take heed according to that word, according to the book of Psalm 119. All right. And so, when you get into the scripture, you start to read out who's about the word of Yahweh and who's not. All right. But that comes through meditating on the scripture. You got a precept?
Yeah, I got a precept. This is what needs to be done to Jace like that. This is Luke 9 and 5. And whosoever will not receive you, will you go out of the city, shake off the very dust from your feet for the testimony against them. And that's exactly what y'all did. Y'all check off, well, y'all trying to, but they keep coming back.
Yeah, right there. And I believe if you read further on, and it says, when y'all go in the city, it says, inquire who is worthy of your word, y'all about to be outside. Go into that. But that's what y'all gave to that commandment. Go into the, go not into the, wise and serpent, and dumb. Right? Get wise and serpent, get wise enough to know that the way this man is speaking, like he's not going to get it. So it's basically trying to beat the dead horse when it comes to instances like this. Yeah, that's what I say. I like, man, go on, man. Yeah. How you doing? Wasting that time. You sit like that, though. And guess what? He be more too. So anything he committed after that, his blood will be on his head. Not us. We can wash our blood off. We wash his blood off our hands. We gave him the warning. He decided not to take heed. So that's on him.
Yeah, he's been marked.
Yeah.
Sound like a couple times.
One more of those. He didn't have a mission. But this is John 15 and 15. It says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants know not what the Lord does, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made unto you. So there's going to be certain people that the Lord made to get the mysteries of the kingdom. And those are the ones he called friends and not servants. And those are the hope of the day. Pretty much break down the whole lesson that we go. Pretty much put into it. If you got a good example of somebody who's not going to get the mysteries of it, right on campus. That's beautiful. That goes into that parable that Yahweh said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a thing that cast to the sea, and it gathers every time. So you're going to have people that going to be like a damn catfish or a lobster. You got to throw that right back in there. So we're gathering, that's what we're gathering the elect. So the elect is pretty much like our friends, just like the preacher that we brought out. So when you understand the mission of the kingdom of heaven, that means now you have a relationship with our God. It's something with you. So he's talking to you. The connection been reestablished. God is a book written by learning. Now you go into the book, you get all the breakdown, you can understand it. Like when he don't understand, the big thing is the spirit of prophecy, man. Prophecy is everything. You gotta know what's about to happen. So you can anticipate it and navigate the way you're supposed to, need to. So you know your enemies is, you know what he's about to do. You know the whole plans and we I'm trying to say this dude trying to build something here and this place get new. What's the point? You gotta build your treasures in heaven, man. You gotta look for the next stage, man. So right now, all you really need to be worried about is getting your daily bread. Basically getting your daily bread until that time comes. That's all we really worried about. Get your spiritual bag packed, just like Doc always bring out. Tell me daily bread going to the word, man. Yeah. As long as you say get your daily bread, you speak. Like we said, word say meditate. Yeah. Meditate means you should read the scripture daily. Meditate the word. Even he know.
wanted to say chant, but I think he knew that's what I was looking for, so he didn't say it.
Yeah.
But that's what he wanted to say, though. You gotta keep the chant. I'm like, I'm gonna talk the super bug out. Yeah, I think he felt it. So he danced around and went somewhere else.
He get frustrated. He knew we couldn't. He couldn't get to we back here close the door. You know how we go. We see somebody come, we close the door. No, go up the street.
That's what he said. The door's closed.
Yeah.
It's open.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to him. He's like, nah, I ain't going to that house. So I'm going to, I don't know what he into. The house was the first Christianity. He's going in that house.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
You know? And we like, shoot, hey, you know, open the door. They come in. He don't want to come in. He want to argue. He go to another house. Like, go ahead, you know? And I was going to, like I say, when the word get pulled back, the door being shut. Door get shut, hey. Let's say when things get bad, he probably got her look right around looking for it. That way it's going to be found.
Yeah.
And you had the opportunity to get the word and you resisted it every single time. Every single time. And that's all the tutors going to get that. So they should be considering right now. I'm like, after that one now situation, you should be considering everything. He never put you in a fast. He made you take some stuff. He ain't know. Now he talking about that stuff wasn't no good. I got something else. Like, dang. You need to worry about what you just did. They just never trust your enemy, man. They ain't talking about Bossy on the apology campaign right now. I'm like, God, you go to jail. You destroy lives, dude. So, okay, we got to close out anyway. Hey, so with that being said, man, look, been edifying. You all praise the Lord too. Hey, Shalom, y'all trying to keep that faith, baby.